up the floor for Justin Fields. Front row right, Bill from Columbus Dispatch.
Hey, Justin. How much does the fact that Tuesday practices are so hard help you guys?
I just think we pride ourselves on Tuesday practices. We call it Bloody Tuesday, so just going out there and just giving all the effort. I think that kind of what brings out the toughness on Saturday. So we just try to go in that practice with a lot of energy and just a lot of toughness that day. So that helps us a lot on Saturday.
And it's going to be like over 90 degrees today. I know you're from Georgia, it's probably not a big deal to you, but there are a lot of guys in October to be like, oh man, we got to go out in 90 degrees. Will there be any complaining today about that?
No, not really. We've had a few practices in that kind of weather, so I think the guys are used to it. And we usually have a few breaks in between practice where we'll just have a break and the trainers will bring around Gatorade. So the coaches and the trainers do a good job of kind of keeping us well rested and keeping us, I guess, on top of hydration and stuff like that.
Front row right, Joey from the Columbus Dispatch.
Justin, you haven't thrown an interception yet this year. I'm curious what you think is kind of the most important reason why that hasn't happened, why you've been kind of careful. What have you done to not kind of avoid that?
I think the biggest reason why I haven't turned the ball over is just because Coach Day just puts it in my brain every day in practice. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball. That's the #1 rule of the offense, take care of the ball, and that's really the plan to win. So when I'm on the field, I'm just thinking about making smart decisions and just really just taking care of the ball, knowing the situation, the down and distance, and just kind of playing it out in my mind.
Front row right, Tim from Letterman Row.
Yeah, just is it obvious to you during a game that your offensive line is getting the job done? I mean, did you pick up on that? I mean, and did you notice it, for example, Saturday night?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely were running the ball down their throats. So Coach Stud does a great job with the O-line, and I think that they work hard and they do a great job in the weight room and everything off the field too. So that's just a tribute to them on the field. I mean, it's nothing new, and they also get a good look from our defense because we were one of the best D lines in the country. So I just think in terms of coaching, the coach from Coach Stud, the practicing with our D line, I think that all contributes to their performances on Saturday.
And one other quick thing, I don't know if you noticed or not, but when y'all do go good against good ones on ones, like on Bloody Tuesday, etc., is Jeffrey Okudah in particular flashing to you? I mean, is it obvious that he's? How does it show up?
I mean, we always talk about so there's some days where he might not have a completed ball on him, and he always talks a little bit of trash. But we're pretty good buds, and really, and when I do complete a ball on him, then I'm talking back at him. So we kind of have that friendly competition. So we just always compete, really. So I mean, he's a great quarterback.
Front row right, Austin from Letterman Row.
Justin, Coach Day keeps talking about how he praises your throwaways, and those are his favorite throws. Are you not getting tired of that? I mean, you're throwing some good passes too. Wouldn't you like some credit for the touchdowns?
No, not really, because I mean, the good passes that I do throw, it just has to become a routine. I can't just really get praise off of that. I really like getting praise off of the throwaways because that's the stuff that I'm really not used to. Really, in high school, I didn't really throw the ball away. I would just try to run and just get extra yards. So just throwing the ball away, I think has made me a better quarterback in terms of decision making and stuff like that. So I'm happy when he says that.
What's the in-game communication like between the two? Because he's trying to be the head coach, and you have Mike Yurcich obviously to deal with as well. But how much does Coach Day talk to you during a game?
He doesn't talk to me that much. I mean, he might talk to me like after a drive a little bit, but not too much because I know he has a bunch of other things going on. But he talks to me a little bit during the game, and then when I need to talk to him or ask him a question, he's always there to help. So.
Fourth row left, Edward from ESPN.
Justin, how much fun have you had these first few weeks of the season?
Of course, I've had a great time with the teammates and the coaches and everybody out here. But yeah, I mean, I've had really the time of my life. It's been a great, I guess, a great thing. Just getting to meet all the guys here, just kind of bonding with them, and I think we're kind of, I guess the word would be, I guess, coming together as a team each and every week. So I think we're getting stronger as in chemistry and stuff like that as a team, and I just think we can really become one of the best teams that has ever played at Ohio State.
What for you personally, just on the field with how you play and putting up PlayStation numbers right now?
I mean, I'm not really worried about the numbers I put up, and really in my mind, it's what I expect. I'm not surprised by it at all. Just all the work I've put in over the summer and the past years, so it's really not a surprise to me. I just expected it to be like this, really.
And with Coach Day's scheme, what about it? How should you become more comfortable now compared to spring?
It's a great scheme. We put in a lot of new plays every week, but really just I would say the biggest thing is in coaching up all the details where everybody on the field knows exactly what to do and when to do it. So just the coaches we have and just really the brains behind the scheme really helps the players out, I guess, understand it more.
What's your approach facing Michigan State's defense? It's the best defense.
Nothing special. Just go out there and do what we do and just execute and just do what you're supposed to do. You can't really do anything more. Can't do anything less. You just got to go out there and really just do your job.
Fourth row middle, Patrick from 247 Sports.
Following up on that, I don't know how much you've looked at Michigan State's defense, but historically they've been one of the tougher pass defenses in the country. You guys haven't played a ton of very difficult defenses yet. Does it take anything different? Do you have to study a little bit more? I mean, Coach Day said they have an answer for almost everything that an offense does. Do you have to prepare any differently when you face defense?
I think I've prepared in the recent weeks a good bit, so I'm not really going to change up my routine at all just because we're playing Michigan State. But they are a great defensive team, and they do have a great scheme, great coaches on defense, and great coaches on both sides of the ball. They have great players, so I'm really not going to watch more film or do anything like that. Because I feel like I've watched enough film throughout the week and with the coaches and stuff like that, so I'm really not going to do anything different as in terms of routine.
Far left, Lori from 610 WTVN.
Justin, how much about your potential have we been able to see so far?
I mean, I guess it's a hard question. I think I have a lot of potential, but I think I haven't been able to show it yet. I think I have a lot of room to improve, really. I think my ceiling is very high, so as I continue to work each and every week, I think I'll continue to get better each and every week. So just going out there on the practice field and really practicing as like it was a game, something like that. So that would just help me get better as a player.
So if your ceiling is here and you're here, what's in this area? Is it just lack of experience right now? Or is there something that you'd like to?
It would just be like little things that I see myself that I can get better at, like in terms of footwork and stuff like that, and just getting the ball out quicker. But those little things end up having big differences on the field. So just working on those little things on the practice field, I think will help me be a better quarterback.
Second row left, Steven from Cleveland.com.
Justin, are you a big reward your offensive linemen on that?
Yeah, me and JK took the O-line out to eat at Benny Hanzi the other day, so that was just good hanging out with all those guys and just kind of rewarding them for what they've done for me and him on the field.
And also, on the lines of interception, last time you threw an interception, you were Harrison still. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. It was actually the day I committed to Georgia. I'm pretty sure. I think it was like a tip ball or something like that. So really couldn't do anything about it. But I think that was the last time I threw it.
How did you handle that versus how you think you'll handle it whenever that first interception does happen?
I mean, I throw interceptions in practice, so I mean, I probably won't treat it any different. As Coach Day said, you just gotta move on to the next play and just worry about the next play. So I'm not really gonna dwell on it that much and just kind of just really play my game.
Front row left, Doug from Cleveland.com.
Justin, the not throwing picks is a very difficult thing to do. Every quarterback takes a couple of sacks every now and then. Have you had any problem with any of the sacks that you've taken this year, or is that just, I mean, you can't go through a game and never be sacked in the whole season? Do you feel like, well, those have all been pretty reasonable?
Well, I think some were reasonable, but some I should have thrown the ball away. So I just have to, again, just get a better feel of just throwing the ball away and when to try to make a play. And as I continue to do that, I think that would just make me a better quarterback overall. So some of the sacks this year, they were really on me. I should have just thrown the ball away and just move on to the next play. But so yeah, I just have to work on that and just get better at that aspect of the game.
And you played quarterback at different places. Just what does it do when a quarterback has faith in his offensive line, just when you're dropping back the pass? I mean, I'm sure, just being honest, right? There's times when maybe you're thinking, oh man, I don't know if this tackle can block this guy, right? Like if you believe in your line, does it have any effect on how you're able to play, even before the snap, what you're thinking about?
It definitely gives you confidence in the pocket and just your awareness. So you're really not worried about the pocket. You're kind of just feeling it out, and you kind of just really worried about what's downfield rather than this guy from the back coming to get me or whatever. So I think it just gives a quarterback the sense of confidence in knowing his O-line is blocking up there for him, and just really just worried about the receivers downfield and the coverage.
Second row middle, Bruce from Maven Sports Illustrated.
We've heard from Coach Day that he loved another throwaway of yours. I'd be curious to know, I'm assuming the throwaway is not your favorite play. What are your favorite throws this year, or your favorite plays? Would it be the throw to Garrett the other night, the one to Ben against Miami of Ohio, which are on your highlight reel?
I don't really choose out. I don't watch film and choose that was my favorite throw. I mean, I just really just go out there and make the throws I need to make for the team to win, really. So I'm not really, I guess, highlighting a specific throw in a game because I think I have a great arm, really not. I think the team thinks that too. So I make, I guess, good throws, quote unquote, good throws in practice. So it's really nothing new. I mean, we worked hard over the summer in the winter, and the receivers know kind of what to do and what I expect from them. So I think the receivers would just say those throws that I'm making are routine, really, because we've just worked on it a lot throughout the summer and stuff like that.
So when you make a throw like either one of the two I alluded to, you don't to yourself say, man, that was
Nah, I really expect to make those throws. So it's really just the expectation and just having I guess, a high expectation for yourself, because if you expect that from yourself, I mean, I expect more from myself, so I think that even if I don't reach those expectations, I'll still be elite. So just the higher the expectations I have for myself, I'll still be on a great level as a quarterback. So I mean, I think the higher your expectations are as a person, even if you fall short of it, you'll really be good. But you just have to keep driving for your expectations. If you don't make it, you just got to keep working harder.
in the midst of a game, are you more apt to be pleased with your performance or feel like you're missing things?
Say
in the midst of a game, the vibe you have about how you're playing, are you more apt to be feeling like, hey, I'm playing pretty well? Or I wish I had,
Yeah, I mean, of course, like throws and completions, they definitely build you up as the game goes on. But I mean, you can't really dwell on those things. You can't really get too high or get too low if you're not having a good game. You kind of just have to stay even keeled and just worry about the next play, really, because just really, Coach Shearson says each play has its own life, so you just have to focus on that particular play and just execute that play to the best of your ability.
Got time for just a few more. Second row, right, Tony from the Ozone.
Justin, what does Master Teague do for this offense?
He's a downhill runner. I mean, he runs hard, he's big, he's physical, so he definitely kind of creates a big, powerful running back. Of course, JK's a big, powerful running back too, but we need another guy that can do that as well. So I think Master definitely opens up the running game. He's fast, he's elusive, and he can really run through guys. So I think he definitely opens up the offense.
And then when you see him have success, you dump a pass off to him, and he takes it like 25, 28 yards. Does that then give you more confidence that he can do that as well?
I mean, again, we see it all the time in practice, so it's really nothing new. But yeah, that was just a check down, and of course, just seeing that from Master is really not surprising at all. So just as we go on in practice, we're just working hard every day, really, and just seeing those from JK and Master and stuff like that. That's really not surprising to see at all from them.
Right behind him, Rob from the Dispatch.
Just curious, Justin, do you see any weaknesses on this team?
We definitely have weaknesses on the team, and we're not where we need to be yet to win a national championship. So Coach Day emphasized that a lot, that we're not where we need to be, although we're having success right now. So we just emphasize really just going out and just having a great practice every day, bringing the energy and the juice out there. So really every day of practice, we just gotta play tough and really just practice as hard as we can.
It's hard to see weaknesses, but you said there are some. What are they?
I like to keep that disclosed right now, so that the team don't know. But yeah, we definitely know our weaknesses, and we just try to focus on those and try to make those weaknesses stronger.
What's it going to take for you guys to get beat?
What's it going to take for us to get beat? I think the only thing that it's going to take for us to get beat is us not being ourselves, really. I think if we play our game, do what we're supposed to do. I think we're definitely one of the best teams in the country. So as long as we continue to do that, I think we'll have a great season.
And final set of questions, third row left, Dan from 11 Warriors.
Justin, California passed a law yesterday about name, image, and likeness benefits. That's obviously a big issue in the NCAA right now. Just curious, what's your perspective on that and whether student athletes should be able to get name, image, likeness benefits?
I think in terms of, I think some student athletes need the money, of course, because not every student athlete grows up in the same background. Some student athletes, they have poorer backgrounds than others, so I haven't really thought about it much, but I definitely think some should be paid in terms of the way they've grown up and I guess how their family's doing back home, but I haven't really thought about it.
Is it something you guys talk about as players at all when that stuff is in the news?
I mean, of course the players want to get paid, but our focus is really not on getting paid. Our focus is on winning games, so as long as we keep winning games, I think everyone will be happy around here.
Justin, thank you very much.